there for uplift.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Melbourne Motivation Radio Show on Irie Jam Radio. And this is where we spotlight the next generation of Caribbean excellence through our signature segment, Young Leaders of the Diaspora. Now, today, we're highlighting a dynamic young lady out of Jamaica who's making her mark in sports, education, and leadership. Joining us is Ruth-Ann Sanderson, a third-year student at G.C. Foster College of Physical Education and Sport, a student leader, and a proud recipient of the 2026-2027 Team Jamaica Bickle Internship. Ruth-Ann, welcome to Melbourne. How are you feeling today? Welcome to Melbourne Motivation.
I'm feeling blessed. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm just here to have fun, man, and just enjoy the moment.
Love to hear that. Well, let's do this. Let's start by giving our listeners some context, right? So for those who may be hearing about Montego Bay High School for girls and GC Foster College for the first time, walk us through your educational journey so far. What was your mindset and your early goals entering college? And as a third year, how would you evaluate your growth and progress so far?
Okay, can I be honest here? So my main goal going to GC Foster was just to interact with persons. I realized that it was a platform for persons, just a pavement for me to just go through a pathway. Interact with persons who could just make it happen. I was interested in improving women in sports programs, and it was just there for me.
Yeah, and so far, how have you been able to make your mark on the campus?
Well, let me just start with I've been a leader. I kind of shied away in the beginning, but I've transformed myself into being something that is bigger and better so that I can pave the way for others coming in, other females coming in, because a lot of persons may tend to think that sports is just for persons who are not good academically, but it's for both, and it helps a lot. It holds holistic development for everybody, so I believe it's something that's good.
No, I appreciate hearing that. You know, a lot of times students going into college, you know, there's a sentiment that you should have it all figured out. And so I love where you started. You say, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity, and I'm going to make it happen. And so one of your accomplishments so far, and let me say congratulations again on being selected as the 2026-2027 Team Jamaica Bickle Internship recipient, right? Now, here's the thing. For those hearing about this opportunity for the first time, right, can you share what stood out to you about Team Jamaica Bickle's mission, what the internship offers, and what you're most excited about to contribute in this role?
Okay, so I'm all about improving athletes and improving the opportunities that they get, welfare and all. And I was introduced to Team Jamaica Bickle in my first year of college when I met Erwin Claire at our health fair. And from there, I was really intrigued. I mean, who doesn't want to build Jamaican sports? And that's what we're all about in Team Jamaica Bickle. We want to improve Jamaican lifestyle and ensure that our athletes are safe, comfortable, and they're able to perform at their optimal.
Wow. No, that's very important to hear. And understanding you came in contact with the organization in your first year.
Yes.
And now in your third year, this rare opportunity that you didn't know about came up, put your hat in the ring, and you were able to take advantage.
Well, thankfully, yes. I was recommended, so I want to thank Ms. Carol and others who mentioned it to me. Mr. Wilson, thank you too. I believe it's an amazing opportunity because we don't have a lot of opportunities passed on to GC Foster because we're said to have it all, but we're glad that it was reached or it was sent out to us from that way.
No, I love that, you know, especially hearing the connection to purpose and impact, you know, in sports that you admire. I also see here that sports media is a major focus of yours, all right? And if I understand correctly, you've already jumped into this internship opportunity. You have hands-on experience, including covering champs in Jamaica. All right. Now, walk us through this for our audience that may not be as familiar as you are. Right? Can you share some highlights from that experience and from your perspective? Right? And I want to ask this question because a lot of times when we hear the perspectives about where we are in sports, we're hearing from those seasoned professionals. So, as a rising leader yourself, your perspective on the next generation of Jamaican track and field athletes. Should we be excited? Should we be worried? Talk to us.
Let me just start by saying that excited is an understatement. Okay, we have the talent. We had the talent from, generations, but we have more resources coming in and we have the talent widespread. It's no longer in one institution. We have it widespread and athletes are actually staying in their areas and it's a good thing. So we have all of that there. Let me just highlight some persons. I'm from the West, so I have to start here. Shania Douglas, big name in sports, 200-meter world under 20 medalist. She's now running 22:36 in the 200, 10:98 in the 100 meters. That would have qualified her for finals in world big races, Olympics, world championships. And also, let me highlight also Sanjay Seymour, right? He's now at William Nip, clocking 21:14 or 1:4. He is going big. Great finisher in the 200 meters. We have it. It's just that the resources, put them in. Everybody coming in, really appreciate it. And just the support in general, they would appreciate that from there.
Yeah, well, Ruth-Ann, let me also say, it sounds like the world of sports media is also in good hands. I love the way you broke that down. Thanks for giving us that insight. And let me circle back to your role with Team Jamaica Bickle at Champs. What was that like? What were some of the highlights? What were some of the responsibilities there?
Okay, so we started off with just meeting persons. That was our main priority for day one. Well, on Friday, that is. And we also went into serving, ensuring that the persons around us are okay. That's one of our missions, not just athletes, but other persons in sports. So that's what we looked at mainly. And then just to let them know about what Team Jamaica Bickle offers. So we ensure that they know that so we can get on the ball when it comes on to the other events that we hold.
That's amazing. I truly appreciate that insight. And I'm sure for those who are going to hear this interview and are going to think about this opportunity, your insight is paramount. Let me ask you this, right? For students across Jamaica and the wider Caribbean who aspire to opportunities like this, what would you, offer as a key skill or quality that they should be developing to, ensure that they can win international opportunities like this Team Jamaica Bickle Internship? What would you say?
That would be networking. Sometimes it's a little hard because if you're introverted, it's way harder. But if you want to get something done, start early, 1, 2, and networking. It's really essential. No matter how you think that you may not get it the first time, again, try. That's how I met Sir Claire, through networking. And it was like, some persons may not see it as a big thing because they don't know about the opportunities. But if you get into spaces and you want to get into these spaces, just talk to even the lecturers. They are able to help you. And if you're confident enough, you'll get the job done.
I appreciate that networking. It's an important aspect of college experience, right? And I love what you mentioned. Sometimes the people closest to you, your teachers, your professors, you're right. The leaders who are around have conversations, and they might refer you to opportunities that they know about that you may not know. Ruth-Ann, thank you so much. And let me do this quickly. I can't leave. Who would you like to shout out? You mentioned you got referred. Are there any family, friends, anybody quickly you want to
Of course. Let me shout out the New York chapter firstly, Montego Bay High School. Woohoo. My mom, and my dad as well. And all the institutions that I have represented, thank you so much. Let's start with Cornell Avenue Primary School, in Central Montego Bay or Central St. James. Montego Bay High School, of course, GC Foster, and the lecturers there, Miss Carol, Sir Wilson, big up. I really appreciate it. And again, Team Jamaica Bickle, it's all about that.
Thank you so much, Ruth-Ann. It's been a pleasure. And quickly, if folks wanted to follow you, do you have any socials or anything folks can keep up with your movement?
I'm sure. I have Instagram and Threads at Legendary Ruthie. You can reach out there if anything. And then my email address is sanderson.ruthann@gmail.com.
Thank you so much, Ruth-Ann. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, young leaders of the diaspora, not just highlighting those who are dreaming, but those who are doing it. Ruth-Ann, thank you so much. Sir Claire.
Yeah, indeed. I'm happy, just listen to Ruth-Ann speak, and it place a lot of things in perspective here, because seeds are grown or planted rather without knowing what the expectations of the outcome. We hope that it will be a tree that will bear fruits. And she mentioned in her first year we'd have met at the event she mentioned. And truth be told, as an old man, I don't remember anything. But one of the things that I can be confident about is that she also mentions about networking, is that it would have been through a networking process. Networking pays. Networking provides exposure. Exposure provides opportunities. Opportunities allow you to get paid. When you get paid, you can buy your mother a house. So you see the circle here, And so I'm very honored and privileged that we have Ruth-Ann as part of our mechanism this year. This whole internship program, ladies and gentlemen, is an add value to what Team Jamaica Bickle is all about. It is in memory and in honor of one of our beloved sister who is no longer with us, Jackie Robotham, who was one of our guardian for taking care of people picnic when they come to pen relays, and we felt it was necessary that we provide a platform for young people to experience what we do at Team Jamaica Bickle. Is not just about, it is also to provide opportunities. And so when she comes into the system this year, into the United States at Penn Relays, we will be doing everything, Miguel, and you know it, to expose her, to ensure that you may not be able to connect the dots at this point, but we want her to plant that seed. You see, because it will bear fruit. And so we welcome her at Team Jamaica Bickle. The opportunities are there to meet with many persons, whether it be the hierarchy of the University of Pennsylvania through Penn Relays, through RMark, which is a major supplier and logistic entity at the Penn Relays, to see how the whole operation is set up. And for her to absorb these kind of skill sets and take back to her environment and help others, because that's what it's all about. It doesn't stop with her, because she now has a responsibility to the other young ladies, young girls from Carnaldi and from Moby High and from country, to let them know what you have been exposed to. Let them live vicariously through you. And it may sound burdensome, but it's not burdensome. You are going to have a great time. But what we do say to folks is that when you contribute to Team Jamaica Bickle, these are some of the derivatives. These are some of the good things that flows from a relationship with Team Jamaica Bickle through your financial contributions. Because I will keep saying it takes cash to care, Miguel.
It takes,
right? So again, Miguel, you may want to emphasize to the folks about our upcoming luncheon gala and why that is important.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for saying that. And hats off to you again, Sir Claire, to the entire TJB family and other individuals that create opportunities for the next generation. And let me say again, Ruth-Ann, congratulations on all your accomplishments, being selected as Team Jamaica Bickle Internship recipient. We're proud. We're going to continue to watch your growth and impact. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on Melbourne Motivation Radio Show. And to our listeners, if you want to support student athletes and be part of something truly special, I invite you to attend the Team Jamaica Bickle Gala happening April 12th at Crest Hollow Country Club, where I will be serving as your MC for the evening. You can get your tickets at teamjamaicabickle.org or connect with me directly at melbournemotivation.com. This has been Young Leaders of the Diaspora, and I'm truly, truly honored to be your host, reminding you that stay motivated, stay inspired, and keep building with purpose. Erwin, next time.
Indeed.
And it's a Melbourne motivation around the Caribbean to uplift and assistance.